guys, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new to my channel, my name is Michelle, and here I do mommy related videos and I do a little bit of vlogging. So if those are the kind of videos you're interested in watching, I'd love for you to consider hitting that red subscribe button. Today we are going to be talking about 12 things we learned in our first year of parenthood. Right, Hoy?
Yeah.
It's been quite the year. Flew by, but here we are on the other side. Okay, so the first thing that we learned is how much your body can handle. So for me, that was pregnancy, like all the symptoms, the aches, the pains, and then of course, labor and delivery. Just seeing like how much your body can do is like completely amazing, because in your mind you're thinking, I can't do it, it's gonna be too hard, too difficult, but when it comes to that moment, your body just knows what to do and just does it. And even with like the recovery after having her, it's just amazing to see how your body can like naturally just heal itself and kind of get itself right back to where it was. So I was really proud of what my body can do, like having her, being pregnant and having her. And then for both of us,
It was lack of sleep.
yeah.
Sometimes was eating as well, because our schedule of eating was just all over the place. It was like whenever we get the chance to grab a little bite here, bite there.
Yeah. Like, you know, finding the time to eat, finding the time to sleep, or just knowing that your body could survive on such little sleep. Number two is that babies are very resilient. So it's easy to be like, you know, they're so fragile when they're first born. You just feel like, I'm gonna break them. Like everything you do, like when we first brought her home, because I didn't stay overnight in the hospital, we came home that same night, and just looking at her being like, oh my goodness, so we gotta change her diaper, and I don't wanna hurt her, and I don't wanna rough her up to put her in a onesie or in a sleeper and her head, and you just feel like your baby is gonna fall apart basically. But honestly, they are very resilient. They're not as fragile as you think.
I think it's because they're so small, like you're just not used to anything that size that you're like, oh my god, it's not as strong or sturdy, you know? So
number three is that you will understand your baby and like what their needs are and what they're trying to tell you. Because like, I think before you have kids, you're worried like, what if I don't know what they want or what their cry means, or you know, like what is it that they're trying to tell me? But when it's your own, you know.
You pick it up.
Yeah. Over time, you can tell the difference between the I'm sleepy cry, the I'm hungry cry. When it's your own baby, somehow it's just natural. You just know what it means. And it does take time, because in the beginning, you go through that list of, okay, are you fed? Did you sleep? Did I change your diaper? Is it gas? Is it, you know, and you go through all those things. Are you too cold? Are you too hot? Like you go through all the things. But you go through all those lists of things before you figure out what it is. But as time goes, you just know.
You build that natural instinct inside you.
What it is.
You automatically pick up what kind of cry it is.
Yeah.
Right away.
Number four is how quickly you go through things, such as food, diapers, and clothes.
Diapers and wipe when they're newborn flies by so quick.
Oh my gosh, it's ridiculous. Every time she fed, I had to change her, because like the diapers are so small. So every time I had to breastfeed her, we had to change her. And sometimes she was breastfeeding every 20 minutes, every 45 minutes, like more than every 2 hours she was eating and she was needing to be changed. Same thing with clothes. They go through clothes pretty quickly. Not just growing out of clothes, but just in a day, it could be a lot. Like, especially if you have a baby who goes through a lot of blowouts, and they need to get changed for that reason, or a lot of spit up or things like that, you're changing them constantly. Like, it's just a lot of clothes that you're going through in a day. And also the fact that they grow out of clothes pretty quickly, and then you're just like, okay, all these are gone, I need all new sizes, like all at the same time. And then food, obviously when they're breastfeeding, they eat a ton. Formula, they eat a ton. And then when they start eating purees and solid,
they eat a ton.
They eat a ton. She eats nonstop. She's like a bottomless pit, and she could just go through tons of food at a time. So it's a constant race to kind of keep up with the demand of how much they want to eat. 5 is how much you love them. Like, you just have this newfound love for your baby. It's not like a love you have for anybody or anything else in your life. Even for each other, like when you see that person that you're with become a mother or a father, like it changes the way that you love them, and you love them more when you see them, you know, helping and doing all the things that they need to do for your child. Like your love for them just grows and it changes at the same time. So it's just like you enter this whole new phase that you didn't expect. You're being a menace. But I love you. Number 6 is that being a parent is so rewarding. I have to say, like, becoming a parent was like the best thing that I've ever done in my life. It's my biggest accomplishment. Like, if I don't ever do anything else that's like really big and meaningful in life, I'm content because like I have her, and I feel like it was the best thing.
Because I mean, that is the biggest thing that you could do, and the biggest thing you can accomplish is to raise another human being.
Right.
So I think a lot of people out there, it's a hit and miss, because somebody who doesn't have kids can say differently, but for us as parents, she is pretty much the best thing that we've ever done.
Yeah.
Like, hands down. Like, no matter what else we've done work-wise later on, she is and will always be the best thing. And even if we have more kids, being a parent is just the best thing ever.
Right. Number 7 is how fast time flies. Like, I can't believe we're sitting down and talking about what our first year of parenthood was like, because I feel like it was just yesterday. Like, I was looking at the videos on my phone of when I found out I was pregnant with her, and then I had her, and the videos from that, and I just don't feel like it's been a year. Like, it is crazy to think.
It feels like it was yesterday
that
you
we
just
had
brought
her
her home.
Yeah.
And then next thing you know, you go through everything that she's done and all the time she's grown.
Yeah.
And then anytime we kind of look back at all the pictures.
Number 8 is that you don't get a lot of alone time. Like, especially in the beginning, because especially as a mom, if you're breastfeeding, you don't get a lot of alone time because you can't go anywhere too far without your baby needing to breastfeed. You sometimes in the beginning it felt like I couldn't even take a shower or a bath without her crying and getting hungry, and Huang's outside being like, she's hungry, and I'm like, I just got into my bath 2 minutes ago. Like, you just in the beginning, there's like no such thing as alone time together or like separate. There wasn't a ton of that. As they get older, it gets easier. And I think it also depends on the personality of your baby, if they're more independent or if they're more, you know, kind of clingy. Number 9 is how fun it is to watch them learn. Like, watching her be able to roll over for the first time or figure out how to crawl. How to, like, I don't know, like when she's playing with toys, like watching her like figure out how a toy works, or even things like taking off her socks and her shoes, like just watching her mind work.
No, because you just look back and you just like, remember when she can do this or do that, and just as she gets used to it and she does it more often, you just kind of like forget that a little bit until she does something else new, and you're just like, when did she learn this, you know? She just picks it up and she recognizes all the signs of everything, like saying hi, saying bye, wanting to eat, wanting to go to the particular person, wanting something else. So it's just like, it's so interesting to watch how she works.
Number 10 is how precious the time is. Like, you are in it and you're experiencing it, but you're never gonna get that moment back. Like, you're never gonna get those moments back because they grow and they learn every day. They start doing new things, but they stop doing old things.
It seems like it's never enough time, you know? You just always want them to be like at a particular stage in their life. Like, I want you to be like 3 months, like forever.
Forever,
you
yeah.
know? And then when they get to 4 months, it's like, oh, it's something else new. I want you to be 4 months forever. And next thing you know, by the time that happens, we're sitting down and it's 13 months already.
Yeah,
you know?
which is
crazy
to think about. Number 11 is that there is a lot of research that you do. So maybe some dads don't do it as much as moms, but I found that I researched everything. And that was started from the second I found out I was pregnant. I was reading every forum, I was reading books, I was researching things just to give myself information, not to like freak yourself out about things. And you know, because Dr. Google could be a scary place, but in terms of just figuring out what is the best product, or what do these, what could this symptom mean, or what should your baby be doing at this stage developmentally, just to make sure that you're kind of educated and that you're helping them and you're doing the best things for them. And the last one is to enjoy every single moment and do your best to document it, because honestly, as we said, you're never gonna get that time back. The time is gonna fly by, and you want to have those memories to look back on, and you want to be able to share that with them one day. So it's not just for Huang and I to look back on because we remember it, but it's also for her one day to look and see, what was I like as a baby, or what did I do when I was a baby, or can I see pictures from when I was a baby. It's so nice to be able to have like a video or photos or some way to document it, a baby book, a scrapbook, like whatever your thing is, to just kind of document it as best you can.
Another thing is that, you know what, like, I know it's good to document these things, but sometimes, like, if you don't have the right stuff right away, don't get so caught up in it and miss the moment.
Yeah.
Like, I know it's not the same, but they'll always repeat that moment a little bit, like the first step, it'll be actually the second step when you actually has it on camera or film, right?
Right.
But just as long as you're there enjoying it and just kind of be in it. Don't get so caught
Don't
up.
get caught up too crazy in documenting that you're not like living in the moment. So you have to find that good balance between the two, but I think they're both
Yeah, like
really
her
important.
first step, we were just like...
But we didn't even have our
there,
phones or anything.
We were just in the moment, just like enjoying it and seeing it for the first time.
Anyways, guys, that is it for the 12 things we've learned in 12 months of being parents. It was definitely a whirlwind, but it was amazing. I wouldn't have changed it at all. Like, it was just, it's been an amazing experience, and we can't wait to see what this next year has to hold with this little
Nugget.
this little nugget. And yeah, so if you guys, whoa, okay, good girl. If you guys like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Leave a comment down below and let me know what was the most important thing you learned being a parent. And if you aren't already subscribed, hit that red subscribe button so you can see every time I have a new video and join my little internet family. And I will see you guys in my next video. Love you guys. Bye.
Bye. Say bye, Mama.
Say bye. Smile.